I think there was another quest here anyway, right? Wait. I was going to say. And I can't speak to her? Bruh. That is quite the pose. She's just standing. Pointing. Piote, I can't even speak to her.
Oh, don't tell me we run out of Piote.
You got a crispy sword for me?
Ah, the man himself.
Owed it.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
Aww.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help.
Let me guess, you need some ridiculous materials.
You remember Camille? We'll be using his leather work for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge.
It's all coming
And the
together.
final flourish will be my talented colleagues engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Love it.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is then.
Crispy. I thought it was going to need like some stupid amount of materials or something. Sometime later.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
Nice.
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
Nice.
Yeah. Trust you'll take good care of it.
Of course.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok.
Aww.
Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I knew it.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
I've just crafted a sword. Quest complete. The Ragnarok is ours. I'll take it. But of course, there's a better sword. Level 42. Nice. Gotterdamerung. That's the sword? To forge a sword that might slay a god. That's just what we need to go against Odin. Ragnarok Gold Weapon. Ancient Ashen legend purports that one day the Age of Dominance will draw to a close in an epic clash of icons that sets the land ablaze, cleansing it of foulness and allowing for its rebirth. A clash they call Ragnarok. And now it's ours. Gotterdamerung recipe unlocked. Great. That's going to take everything. Rarest items. Let's have a look. Well, let's have a look at this sword. Oh. Oh no, there it is. No, it needed Ragnarok anyway, so... Primitive Battle Horn, Dark Steel, and 3 Orichalcums. Goddamn. 375, so it's 75 plus on both. Damn. Whoo! And? Wait, so what was... What's this?
I never thought me and Zoltan would ever speak again, let alone work together. And if it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't. You've been a good friend of me, Clive. The best.
Oh, you're welcome.
See that sword of yours stays oiled.
Have I equipped it? No, I haven't. Let's not forget to do that now. Here. 25 on both, I'll take it. Only just crafted the ice brand though, but oh well. Ragnarok time. Nice. Okay, where we're heading. We'll look at these when we've done all these side quests, just in case more's added to it, just then we can read them all at once and say bye to these guys.
Do you reckon we finally got to the bottom of Blackthorn's troubles then? That'd be something, eh?
Finally, I know.
Blackthorn if he didn't give us the odd scale.
No need to thank me for the sword. I'm happy just to be here.
Well, alrighty then. Oh, sorry.
Find a home for yourselves. And I can see why Blackthorn's so taken with it. Look after the old bastard for me, will you?
I will do.
Off soon,
Oh
but
my
next
lord.
time you're in Dalmacia, be sure to pay me a visit. Snotty will let you in.
Haha. You don't? Okay, cool. Sorry if I'm walking away like 3 times in the middle of your conversation there.
Have you tried Molly's lemon tart?
Okay, so we have Mid's Dungeon. And then... I think that's everywhere at the hideaway, but then there's one at Rosaria, which I think is Wade. And then...
Lost.
There's one in Sambrek, I think.
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story for a lesson today?
What's going on here?
The Enterprise, I mean.
Ah, Sid. Just the man I was hoping to see. Did you have a mo?
Don't tell me. You need more bomb ash.
Oh no, we still got plenty of that left.
What do you need then?
I'm working on bringing another one of the Chief's designs to life. This time, it's a new smelter. It's got a reverberatory hood over the top for additional thermal amplification and a system of reciprocal recirculatory regenerators that let's just say it gets very blimmin' hot. A heck of a lot hotter than anything Blackthorn's got in his forge, that's for certain. Only mithril engines get hotter, and you can't chuck ore in one of them and get metal out the other end. Trouble is, we won't be able to make out of any old rubbish neither. We need the good stuff. And I hear you once helped Helena get her hands on exactly that. Any chance you could help me too?
I'd be happy to.
If it's for the good of the hideaway, I'd be happy to.
Oh, it is. I promise you.
So, what exactly is this good stuff you need me to find?
We've got a couple of examples here. Spherical echoes, we call them.
More fallen materials. So this smelter is similar to the mithril engine in more ways than one.
That's right. They're a bit like the thermal helms. Fallen ceramics deal with heat like nothing else, see? And what's more, they're directional, transferring heat from the inside to the outside. But these things, they're all outside. If we line the hood with them, they'll reflect the heat right back into the furnace. We've collected as many as we can, and I know where we can get the rest. Trouble is, they're all watched over by their bigger, uglier cousins.
So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echoes, and bring back the spheres they're guarding?
That's it in a nutshell, yeah. We're only 3 short, mind, and we know exactly where they are. There's one up Amber Way, in that ruin that they call Lost Plume, and another in the Silent South, over in Dalmacia. Last one is in the ruins of Advent, which is in the Empire.
All right then. Wish me luck.
Will do. I'll be keeping all my fingers and toes crossed.
Quest accepted. Even weirder science. I mean, I prioritized it, but I feel like this is going to be one that I stretch over this entire section, because I'll probably stop at the other side quests in those areas and do them in the middle of doing this one, since this is spread over 3 different places. So that is everything from here. However, it looks like we have enough renown to get another item, so I might as well go and have a look what that is before I leave. Hello, my dear.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
Thank you.
Come to claim your just desserts.
Wow, there is even more. Jeez. Okay, what have we got? 2,500 ability points and a bunch of materials. I will take
You
it.
earned this.
Thank you. Ring of the Swift Shot. Wonder what that does. Another gold one. Genji gloves. Really good armor, maybe? And then some crispy music and a Fallen Enigma material. So that's going to be needed to make something
Best of
crispy,
luck
I
out there,
imagine.
Sid.
Thank you, my dear. No new monsters. Okay. Right, well. Let's head on out. So. Oops. Wait, so there's 2 things in Dhalmekia? Oh, yeah, the one that we can't do yet, of course. Okay, well, we'll go there last. We'll head... Was there a side quest here, too? Oh, yeah. Okay, so we might head here first, then. We'll head here, do this side quest, and then grab that item. Then we'll head to Rosaria, do the quest with Wade, and then grab that item, grab the last one in Dhalmekia, and then bring them all back to him. Easy peasy. Okay, so we'll do this side quest first, and then we'll go and grab the item for the other side quest. See what's happening at the Vale.
Things I said before.
Hello, my dear.
Oh, Clive. What am I to do? My wards and I may soon be without a home.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne and taken up residence here in Northreach.
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders, second only to his Radiance at the head of the Imperial government. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Northreach?
He wants to transform it into a military stronghold, a foundation upon which to build a new Sambrek. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises that they shall be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire. One built on the confiscated property of the people.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly. But for whatever reason, he will not listen to me.
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around. Couldn't he use that influence again?
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrek. A man whose stated aim is to revive the empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve, and to improve the soldiers' lot within it. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision of strength and safety. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe the support of his men, if it did not cost him his life. But given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be unavoidable. The people have little appetite for further deprivation, least of all when it serves only to elevate others.
And who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal to the Duke on my behalf? For your services to Northreach, you have the respect of the soldiers, and they will take you to His Eminence if you ask them. And unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent you from speaking your mind to the man. Well, will you try? You could hardly fare any worse than I did.
I'll see what I can do.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Clive.
Tell me then, where will I find this Duke of Oriflamme? In the garrison?
Overseeing the troops, yes.
All right. Wish me luck.
Quest accepted under new management. We'll prioritise that one. Let's go say hi to a
I may have
duke.
met this Duke before, at the Remembrance Ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
Fingers crossed. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I thought she was gonna ask us to go and kill him. So at least we're just going for a chat. Unless it escalates. It is Clive. Not the greatest charismatic politician.
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek, or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant. Yet you needn't be. A proud fighting man like yourself shall always have a place here. Pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned. But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here in Northreach.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place. With Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins. Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the might of Sanbreque.
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command. If Sanbreque is to be rebuilt, she will require a functioning government. One whose authority is beyond question. That is why this levy is necessary. So that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes.
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later. A citizen's revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose. Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
Claire was like, I have not got time for this, I'm out. Damn it, I always do this. I go up here thinking that's the way out and it's not. And that would be a storeroom. I mean, it's a decent enough plan.
There were ghosts at the gate.
Yeah, Northern is pretty crispy, but... What's wrong with Oriflamme again? Is that flooded now? Can't remember.
All right there. What is it you're after, sir?
Just your opinion, actually. I wondered what you thought of the Duke of Oriflamme.
Oh, him. Not much. None of us traders do. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any closer to the holy capital, could they? And now he's trying to drive us out completely, threatening to take everything we got from us if we don't clear off. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'd be straight through that checkpoint, tar bucket in hand.
Okay.
The Duke might have soldiers at his beck and call, but us common folk follow the dame, and no one else.
Maybe she should be the Lady of Sanbreque. Imagine. She becomes the new Empress.
Why?
Excuse me, madam.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about a certain Duke.
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around acting like he owns the place. And with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town, not his.
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need his eminence to sod off back to Oriflamme.
Empress Isabella incoming. So yeah, I understand the planning. Kind of Northern's crispy and whatever, but looking at Oriflamme in the background, like, why would you want to leave that? Surely that's easier to defend than this.
A question, if you don't mind. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
Don't get me started. You build a life for yourself somewhere, earning for some noble to turn up and tell you got to hand it all over to him. If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to empty our purses, he's in for a rude awakening. We'll do whatever it takes to keep what's ours. Whatever it takes.
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
That guy was not happy.
I heard the dame got an eye concert with the man.
Oh, they're talking about me. Who's closest? This guy?
Those things I said before.
Wait, I thought we were talking to soldiers.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Oriflamme.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did. But, I mean, look around us. You can see the state the realm's in. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before things got bad, maybe they wouldn't have to. I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire's the best way of making sure we're all protected. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who do, well, that's just how it goes.
I guess. Oh, we can go this way. Chocobo. Of course you're up there.
Sabine, you are embarrassing me.
Is that gonna be his daughter or something?
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town into some sort of fortress. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, His Eminence's word is law. Look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but empires don't come for free. Once Sanbreque is back on her feet, we'll all reap the benefits.
Indeed. One can only hope. Yeah, I can't tell if that's his daughter or his, you know, he's just one of her special customers. Because I couldn't tell if she was a courtesan or if she was just a lady.
You're the one who was talking to His Eminence.
On the Dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but it seems my words fell on deaf ears. What do you think of his plans?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells me what to do, not the other way round. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame, but I've got a family to look after. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town or the Empire, but with my wife and children. If the Duke can get us the men and the equipment we need to fight off those blue-skinned bastards, I don't care how he does it.
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
I left everything.
I mean, that guy, it's pretty fair for him to say that, to be honest. He just wants to be safe for him and his family, so can't really fault him for that. It's probably the best answer so far. Because at the end of the day, nothing matters but family. Where is he? There he is. Hello, Philippe.
Captain, do you have a moment?
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
That's right, I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either. She thinks they could tear Northreach apart.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, duty calls, so I better go. Thanks again.
Well, that was easy. Maybe Clive's getting better at this charismatic thing after all.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Didn't take much to convince him. Can we get to her around here? Yes, we can. Oh. Well, I'll take you as well. A singular black blood. I don't even know if materials are going to be of use anymore. The only useful materials anymore are the ones from Notorious Marks.
Ah, Clive. How did you fare? Were you able to speak with the Duke?
I was, but...
Let me explain.
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all. Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for it. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new empire the Duke means to build.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions, and hopes to reassert the authority of the state. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders. And not just because of the Duke's rank, but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sanbreque, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ashes. Thank you for trying. But the battle is lost.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
But why?
Because I realize what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about. Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to be ready for them. We need to stand together, all of us. And with you to lead us, milady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
All of us, standing together. That has always been Northreach's best hope, and one which still lies within our grasp. We have only to turn our attentions to the true enemy. Thank you, Philippe, for showing me what I must do.
Anything for you, milady. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the town? I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks in mind for the guard.
Not at all. Be my guest.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There may be hope for Northreach yet. Especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again. Until then, Clive.
Until then.
Quest complete. Wow. That was the easiest quest in a while. I'll take those. All we had to do was chat to people. Easy peasy. Yeah, some of these side quests, they definitely feel like, I don't know, like they're just there to bulk out time. Like, I don't mind it because I'm all up for adding to the overall story, but some of them feel a little kind of pointless and just there to bulk out time, honestly. Side quests are definitely the thing that's lowered the overall kind of score I'd give this game. And the actual main story's a crispy 9, 10 out of 10, but side quests have definitely knocked it down to a 8 out of 10 overall, sadly. Okay, you guys are just asking for trouble. I was willing to just walk past, and now you can burn. Disintegrated. Bet you're wishing you just stayed quiet now. Damn, 3 goblin coins? Since I find those items, like, on their own in coffers, I assume they were rarer, and yet I've just got 3 from defeating a few random wolves. Is this the right way? No, it is not. Glad I looked. The Fallen. What up, bug? It's just too easy. Okay, so we'll go grab this item, and then we will head to Rosaria to what I'm assuming is Wade, and see if he's got a
I need to deal with these ones first.
more entertaining side quest for us. Okay. Shall we dance?
Nice try.
You would have thought. Too many angles. And Ultra Mega Flare. It's just too easy. Wow, these guys were pretty strong. It's still up. Hey. Stabby, stabby.
How to find this spherical echo?
Found it.
This is it. Right then. Just two more to find.
Crispy. Okay, well, that is it for around here for now. So we shall head to Martha's Rest. Yeah, this is where the side quest is. What I noticed during that fight, though, is that we don't have a single potion. Hello, my good man. You're about to make a fortune.
Anything catch your eye?
Just the potions.
Much obliged.
There you go.
There you go.
Said it at the same time. I just never use them. I was like, do I just buy these? I have nearly 250,000 gil. I need to start buying the music. Yeah, while I'm here.
Thanks very much.
20,000 gil. I have to remember to play it next time we're at the hideaway, though. I'm not sure if it's going to be new music, or if it's going to be music that's like played through the game and you're just kind of unlocking it. I'm hoping it's a new tune, though. Since it costs 20,000 gil. Martha, my dear?
Ah, Clive. I was just about to send for you.
Convenient.
I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself. As have those poor bearers. They've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach them. And if you're wondering why well, the wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around the village of late. Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry. And if he's likely to share those concerns with anyone, it's you.
Alright.
Alright.
Thanks. Wouldn't ask if I didn't have to. There. That should be enough to keep him in Gazal Greens for a few years at least.
Gazal Greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole. Better that than something that'll wither away at first frost. And chocobos love 'em too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back on its feet, I mean all of us. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right, and they're just about bearable.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if he don't, well, I'll go up there and show him myself.
I'm sure you will.
Quest accepted. Rekindling the Flame 2. Prioritized. Let's go say hi to Wade. Yeah, I was gonna say we can just fast travel.
I heard the Guardian saying we're supposed to grow our own food.
Hello, Wade.
Ah, Lord Rossfield. What brings you to Eastpool?
A delivery from Martha.
Enjoy.
These are Gazal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings then, is she?
I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields, but they'd long since gone to seed, only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for themselves.
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, Sir Wade, all of them.
Damn it all, I thought we'd have more time. Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest for reinforcements.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
Akashic, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may just scrape through, but I fear that's rather an enormous if.
What if you could call on reinforcements from Eastpool?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not die, fighting for their lives.
So wait. You said you lack men to defend the village. Are the bearers not men? Do they not wish to see Eastpool saved? Though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians. What help they are able to offer could still prove the difference between victory and defeat.
You're right, my lord. I will appeal to them. My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter, to serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will, a home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for.
Perfect timing. And then the
Sir
music
Wade
coming in.
fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
That's Martha's weapon.
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool!
For Eastpool!
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Good old Martha. Coming in with a badass speech.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, Await, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade! They're here!
Then you know what you must do. We work together, everyone playing their part, each shielding the other that no man might fall, that Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
For Rosaria! Tearing up.
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
Get your frying pan out. Let's do it. It's so funny if Martha came into the field with us with a frying pan. That'd be so good. Ooh.
The calm before the storm.
Here we go. I could take these out blindfolded.
Here it comes.
Let's do it. Let's dance.
This village fall.
I dived into that. And this time. Anyone else? I mean, the one in the background was going to fire something at me. Oh my lord. It's going to be worth the Mega Flare, but it's not worth... I'm trying to look at every enemy, but everywhere I'm looking, it's always the other enemies that... Dived into that too. And I've used it now. Good lord. That was so bad. Time to burn. Wow, I should have just done this from the beginning. Decimated everyone. Ow. Turned around and ran right into that. Get this one instead then. Ow. Leave my dog alone. What up, wolf? Oh no, a chocobo! Oh, it's a raptor. I thought it was a chocobo. Berserk mode. That was badly timed. I'm just wasting it. Decimated. Enemy slain. I'll take all that.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield, change of plan.
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain in Eastpool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men need you. I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when Eastpool is won.
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
Thanks. I'm gonna guess Eastpool will have won just as I defeat the Curl. Okay, we can run down. Just a prediction.
Come to tell me an Akashic curl's heading towards the rest? Get yourself down there. We can handle things here.
Next
one. Yes, ma'am.
The Curl was sighted on Rhiannon's ride back towards Martha's Rest. Founder speed you, my lord.
Thanks. Back in the Broken Hilt. It's been a while. Though it has seen better days. Goblin.
Finished.
It's just too easy. Surprise. I'm a one-man army. Right, where's this curl? There it is.
There it is. With me, Torgal.
You missed, kitty.
Nice try.
Missed again. Too slow. Hold this. Ultra Mega Flare. Uh-oh. Every time I use that attack, I'm always getting attacked. Ow. I dodged. Hey. Try that again. Too slow. Nice try. It's just embarrassing now. Ultra Mega Flare! Staggered. Hold this. Giga Flare! Decimated. Enemy slain. Ah, it's just too easy. I'll take that whisker.
Right. Back to Eastpool.
Let's go, Toggle.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We did it. We saved Eastpool.
For now.
Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours, to protect Eastpool.
And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away,
they'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't going to rebuild itself.
Nod. Nod, 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 nod.
They're not slaves anymore.
no. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he were still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too. And I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's Eastpudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course, and I'll be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right. I will.
Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission together?
I do.
Clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes.
How could I forget?
So long ago.
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time, I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
Oh. Bye,
Thank
Wade.
you again for all you've done for me and mine, my lord. You may rest assured that Eastpool will be safe in my hands. Thanks to you.
You're welcome, Wade. It's been an honor. I feel that may be the last time we do anything with Wade. Right, we'll head here first before we go for that other item. I have a feeling this may be the last time we see Martha. Maybe she's going to give us the signboard for her Martha's Rest Tavern. So that seems to be what they're all doing these days.
The hero returns. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it before I change my mind.
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again. And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed. And then I did the same. We made a pact that day, that whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing, to make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve.
Yeah.
Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Quest complete. Yep, there it is. Martha's Rest signboard. The emblem of Martha's Rest. Personal fiefdom of the Golden Stables. Indomitable landlady. To those with no love for the Empire, the settlement stands as an island of safety in a sea of anything but. Displayed in Clive's chambers. Delicious. Thank you, my dear.
Don't worry, Clive. You went alone in this fight. Whenever you find yourself in need, be it of money, men, or a bowl of hot stew, the stable's door is always open.
Thank you, my dear. That may be the last time we speak to Martha. I don't know. Just feel like it's rounding off everyone's kind of loose ends now. Right, we'll head down here so we can go grab that item for even weirder science. And then we will head to Dhalmekia, grab the one that's there, go back and deliver them, and then I think that might be everything in terms of side quests, bar the one that we can't do due to the inaccessible area. It is this way. Wait. Okay, yeah, I just crossed the bridge, yeah. What up, goblins? I was gonna leave you, but then I thought, you know what? Nah. Told him. Ah, toggle, toggle, toggle. We could do this blindfolded, couldn't we? I'll take that. 5-hole gill. Just makes it worth it. Just keep an eye out for the notorious marks that we're missing as well. Still 2 of those that we're missing. One of them is in Rosaria and he's near Fallen Ruins apparently. Oh no, it's Rosarian Ruins, so it doesn't necessarily mean Fallen Ruins. So ow, 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 and ow. I think ice attacks would do more damage against these guys, for obvious reasons.
You're finished.
You're finished. But yeah, I need to have a proper read of those notorious marks. Try and figure out where they are. Wait, where are these enemies? Oh.
No mistakes.
We'll take out the bug first. Damn. Calm yourself.
Not good. That's better.
Berserk mode. Don't think so. You would have thought. Bahamut. Well, I wasn't getting out of that. Oops, didn't mean to do that. You would have thought. I tried to dodge. Staggered. Shiva. Giga Flare.
To me, flames.
To me, flames. Burn. Decimated. I'll take that. Easy peasy.
2 down, 1 to go.
Okay. So, that is it for Rosaria. This is still inaccessible? Huh. Okay. The fact that there's still areas that are inaccessible tells me there may be more to it. Wait, there are 2 things in Dhalmekia? Oh yeah, of course. I keep forgetting about the thing that we can't do yet. Okay, well we'll just head right here then. Wait. That's up high. Oh no, yeah. It leads to there. Wait, is this the right way? Yeah, it is. You need to stop running, Clive. Jeez. Oh, yeah, it's just up there. I was looking at the other one again. What up, Fallen? What's happening? Time to burn. Oh, I don't have that. Never mind. Like what?
Too slow.
Too slow. Ow, 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 and ow.
It's over.
Me and you, Mr. Firebomb. Decimated. Nice and easy. I'll take that. Wait. Yoink.
That's all of them. Owain can uncross his toes now.
Okay, well. Looks like we're heading back to the hideaway. See if this engineer can craft us something crispy out of these.